yoga lovelies, welcome to the YLC Express. This is a series of shorter classes for when we're busy, running around, don't have time to do a full 1 hour class, but need a little bit of a stretch and a release. This particular sequence is really good if you can't even make it to the floor for whatever reason. Perhaps you're traveling, you're somewhere you don't want to get on the floor, maybe you're in the middle of a walk. It's just a really nice little hip and leg and back release. So let's dive in. Looking down at your feet, hip distance apart and parallel, spread your toes and stack your head up over your heels and roll your shoulders back and down. Let's start with just a few mindful breaths now, standing in mountain pose. And as you slow down and smooth out your breath pattern, just kind of feeling the soles of your feet rooting into the earth. Feel the top of your head floating up. Letting those shoulders melt as you take 2 or 3 more nice smooth breaths here. Bringing yourself into the present moment. One more nice deep inhale. And exhale, just placing your palms together at your chest, just kind of bowing your head, looking in towards your center. And then lifting your head, inhale, let's go into little arm circles, or big arm circles, should I say. Palms touch, look up, exhale, big wide reach of those arms, waking up the shoulders. And again, inhaling. So power down into your legs, look up, touch, exhale, spread your fingers, feel the waking up of the upper body. 3 more, inhaling, getting the breath moving. Palms touch, exhale, big wide circle, back to the chest. Last 2. Inhale, root down into your feet, reach your fingertips to the top. Exhale, drag your arms through the air so you create your own resistance. One more time. Inhaling, big flossy arm circle. Exhale, feel this in the shoulders, biceps, and chest. Then dropping your hands, just roll your shoulders back and down. So we're going into a calf stretch, so you could use a chair or a railing if you're out, or the hood of a car or bonnet of a car, as we say in England. I'm going to use my fireplace. Something a little higher can be nice. Just step your right foot back now and dig into your right heel. So if you've just finished a walk, this would be a really nice thing to do. You can pop your little earpieces in and listen to me natter away in your ear. And as you push into your back heel here, try and press evenly into the big toe and little toe side of your foot. And really anchor into the center of the heel. The front foot is quiet and you're getting a nice push into whatever it is you happen to be finding out in the world or in your house. Perhaps it's a tree you're pushing into. Enjoy that lovely calf stretch for another breath. Feeling the daylight flooding into that lower leg. One more inhale. And then exhale, slowly step forward, left foot back. So try and straighten your back foot as much as possible here. And again, press into big toe and little toe side of the foot, anchor into the center of the heel. Front leg is really quiet. So remember, it's not a lunge, it's all about the calf stretch. So push into whatever prop you're using, anchor into that heel, and then start to really yawn open the back of that lower leg for a couple of mindful breaths, feeling the lovely calf stretch kind of flooding in there. Give it another breath. And then exhaling, slowly step forward. And then still using your prop. So again, whether it's a railing or a countertop, I'm going to switch now to the chair. We're going to do a little pigeon. So you're going to cross your right foot over your left foot, your left thigh, flex the foot, and then gently flare your tail back and sit into this. So a lovely standing pigeon. So if you've been on you're on a road trip, you can get out the car and do this. Again, holding the car or a railing, picnic table. Very important to flex the foot, to sit into this, and to flare your bum back. Now, do feel you've got the stretch in your right bum cheek, nothing bothersome in the knee, so back away from anything that feels weird in the knee. Drop those shoulders, and I do recommend holding something for this sequence because it's not about balance. We do that in other classes. This is really about getting a good deep stretch, and holding something can help you access that. Another breath here. Take a deep inhale. And then a slow exhale out. And then gently coming back up, placing the foot down. Other side, so crossing the left foot, nice flex of that foot now. And remember, as you sit into this, you want to make sure the foot is flexed. Why, you ask? Good question, to keep the knee protected here. And then as you flare your bum back, that gets you a little more into your glutes. So you're sitting into this, a light touch of whatever it is you're holding so that you don't have to worry about balance, but you're also not kind of just dumping into your prop. So sit into this lovely bum cheek stretch is the technical term. Give it a moment, feel it, flooding into the hip. And then slowly coming up and then standing up tall, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, palms touch, exhale, big wide circle to the chest. Now moving into a quad stretch. Quads are the fronts of the thighs, so a light touch on your prop, whatever you happen to be holding, and then pulling your right foot in now. And remembering for our thigh stretch, we want to think of the right knee going straight down, moving a little back, and then pulling in the navel. So notice if you flare your bum, you won't feel it. If your knee wings out to the side, you won't feel it as much. So knee straight down and slightly back, navel in, shoulders relaxed, and try and guide the stretch into the meaty part of your thigh so you feel this in your thigh muscle, not your knee joint. Enjoy that lovely little twinkling on of lights. Take a breath. Exhale, slowly release your foot down. Other side, pulling the left foot in, so just being mindful. And when you bring the foot up, if you can't reach it, you can always hold your pants. You can loop a towel around your shin or a dog leash. And again, same idea, knee drops down, move slightly back, and then the big accelerator pedal here is the tailbone scooping under. So remember, your pelvis is kind of the center of your physical universe. So we flare it back and tuck it under to dazzling effect for various different reasons. In this case, we're scooping the tail under to feel it more in the front of your left thigh. Give it a moment to feel that for a couple of breaths. One more inhale, and then exhale, slowly placing the foot down. From here now, we're going to back up. So again, you've got your prop, whether it is a railing, picnic table, countertop, no end of things you can use for yoga. But put your hands on it somewhere around, let's call it sort of in this region of the waist height. Could be a little higher, could be a little lower. And then as you back up, you're going to do your best impression of an L shape. So put your hips over your heels, so stack them up. And as you press into your feet, bend your knees a little bit, and then flare your bum. Maybe you can straighten your legs, but remember, if you're trying to straighten your legs and that brings you into a tuck, you want to keep the knees bent so that we can flare the bum and hold a tray of drinks across the back of the pelvis. All of that to say that's a fun party trick for sure, which will be happening at the YLC holiday party. But more importantly, it's about lengthening your spine. Now, start to press into your feet, get a little more bum flareage. And as you sink your chest, you're just playing with how much feels good. So you're not dumping into your shoulders. You might be up a little bit higher, and just feel as you reach your fingertips, you're kind of anchoring your palms into the prop. You're not just wilting down on your fingers. So create more length now in both sides of this L shape. Take a breath. Exhaling it out, and then lift your head, and then simply step your feet a little wider. Feet, no accidental splits. Make sure you're on a somewhat sticky surface, and then square your feet forward. Same idea with the L shape with the legs wide, and as you do this, again, you can bend the knees to up tilt your tail to hold your tray of drinks, so you're just kind of playing with that. Again, watch you're not dumping into your shoulders. Now, bend your right knee a little bit and feel the left inner thigh. Bend your left knee a little bit, feel right inner thigh. One more on each side. So anchor down into your legs nice and strongly here, into your feet. So we're not dumping the weight into the hands and the shoulders. Other side, enjoy. Back to center, get that nice bum flare. Lengthen through the neck. Take a breath, and then exhale, just lift the head for the dismount. You can toe heel your feet towards one another. You wouldn't just drop your hands here because it'll go into your back. You want to look forward, step forward, and then your legs have you. Plant your feet mindfully, hip distance, stand tall, roll your shoulders back and down, interlace your fingers, and open up your chest now. So you can keep your elbows bent if you're tight in your shoulders. You can hold again, dog leash or towel or scarf, but we're all working on rolling the shoulder heads back and lifting the chest up. So if you can straighten the arms, do, and if not, just modify. But feel now as if you could hold a carrot between your shoulder blades, a little more of a lift of the chest, and breathe into that feeling of space. One more inhale, and exhaling, gently release. Inhale, sweeping your arms up to the top, interlace your fingers, push the ceiling away. I'll go with you. Let's do a little twist. Exhale, twist to the right, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, come through the center, palms touch. Exhale to the left, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, back up through the center. Exhale to the chest. Dropping your hands by your side, drop your chin to your chest, and then just roll your head half circles to one side. You don't have to go all the way around to have a good time with this. And then back to the chest, other side, just a little roll of the chin up. Half circle, skim across the chest, back to the first side. It's a little bit of neck releasing. Keep the face soft, and then to the other side. And then let your head hang forward for a moment, and then picking up your head, roll your shoulders back and down, and just pop your hands on your tops of your shoulders and do some nice slow-mo elbow circles for your shoulder joints. Just feel that nice little opening up through the chest. One more time. And then release your arms, shake out your wrists, just kind of stretching out your fingers. Inhale, big sweepy circle up. Palms touch. Exhale, big wide circle back to the chest. And then drop your arms by your side and just finishing once more now with a mountain pose. Taking a couple of deep breaths. If it's uncomfortable to close your eyes, you can of course just glance down at the floor. Let your head float up, let your shoulders soften, and feel your feet nice and steady. One more nice deep inhale. Exhale, place your palms together at your chest, bowing your head gently, looking in towards your center. Namaste.